Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, February 28th, 2025. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, according to Zero Hedge, Doge is doing what it's supposed to be doing. DC jobless claims soared again last week. RFK Jr. came out with some statements yesterday, and he said that he has paused the multi-million-dollar contract to develop new you-know-what situations. He said, quote, "I'm going to ensure that there are science-based safety studies available and people can make their own assessments about whether a vaccine is good for them or not." Yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee has subpoenaed Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Rumble, TikTok, and X over foreign censorship of American speech. More transparency taking place. Elon Musk came out with a very interesting statement on X. He said it's much easier to hide corruption when the system is extremely inefficient. However, corruption sticks out like a sore thumb in an inefficient system. More of what Doge is doing. Yesterday, Mario Newfall tweeted out on X. He said Starlink could replace Verizon and then several other factors. He said the FAA is on the verge of canceling Verizon's $2.4 billion contract and handing it to Starlink. And then Elon Musk responded to that post and he said, to be clear, the Verizon communication system to air traffic control is breaking down very rapidly. The FAA assessment is single-digit months to a catastrophic failure, putting air traveler safety at serious risk. He further went on to say the Starlink terminals are being sent at no cost to the taxpayer on an emergency basis to restore air traffic control connectivity. The situation is extremely dire. More of the switch that we've been talking about, this time in the information scope, sure looks like it to me. According to the Washington Examiner yesterday, Pelosi's proxy voting rules are under a court review. An appellate court called into question a multi-trillion-dollar omnibus bill that was passed in 2022 after more than half of the House members voted remotely on it. Also, too, doesn't fraud vitiate everything? According to Zero Hedge, U.S. pending home sales collapsed to record lows, followed up by home builders have the most speculative unsold inventory since May of 2008. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the files that were released yesterday. As you know, several journalists were given Epstein binders yesterday, and they met with President Trump, VP J.D. Vance, AG Pam Bondi, and FBI Director Kash Patel in the Oval Office. Now, there's been a lot of speculation of what those files could or should have incorporated. Well, it turns out that the information in there mostly was already public, and there has been debates or letters between Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. And I would argue that this is just the first phase. This is the rollout. Most of you are aware of what's gone on in those lists. And it's no surprise to you. But there are a lot of people out there who are just learning about this for the first time. And as I've said many times, you have to bring the temperature up slowly. You can't just drop a frog into boiling water. He's either going to jump out or die. So the temperature has to be brought up slowly, and I believe that's exactly what's happening. So hang in there. It's coming. And then lastly today, Lloyd's, Nationwide, and Halifax customers were hit by online banking problems in the UK. And apparently it's a very large disruption. So we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com/Sam. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.